I am waiting for my little one, new teacher, to come and visit us because apparently some school here in England they do like this, and that's the artwork that I'm having on the wall that my kids have done, and I'm so I feel like it's so shame to invite people over to teach it, nonetheless, and just show all of this artwork around. But I'm coming out of a week where my kids have actually been home with me. My 5-year-old is had 39 of fever for 3 days, and then he show up. They are having fun and play. Then they show up with a red spot all over the body, so basically I had chicken pox. And I asked the doctor how long I need to stay by government guideline here at home, and he said 5 days minimum you need to stay at home. So this week, not just him, but also the little one is at home with me. First because I was sure he will get it as well, and no, it's not getting it. Honestly, I would so much rather for both of them to get it and be done with it. But no, it's not his time. But also because again it's a hot week and his nursery usually cut the hour in half. They are not set up for this kind of weather. So I was like, okay, if they're just gonna stay with me all week. So it's been hard. um, yeah, but it's fine. Like I had my cheat day on Sunday, and that was uh, conscious cheat day. So honestly, if I count the calorie, it was like a normal maintenance day. But then with everything that happened with my 5-year-old, I haven't slept for 5 nights because first the fever was too high for him, he needed me overnight, and then the first couple of days the itchiness, and it was overwhelming for him. Uh, so if you know me, I eat a lot when I'm tired because it helped me cope with the fact that I am super tired and don't sleep at night after 3 years of not sleeping between the two of them has affected me that much that now when I'm not sleeping I am going crazy. I'm control during the day. I'm okay during the day, but if I don't sleep at night now, I'm like, I'm going insane. It's really affected me now. And the fact that I haven't slept for 5 nights, it made me so tired that I just ate whatever was in the house for an entire day. I think I emptied my flat. And I didn't even film that because I haven't filmed for 3-4 days long form video because I was too tired, too overwhelmed to do anything. But yesterday everything was back to normal. It was just one day, honestly, of total craziness that I needed to get it out of the system. Then yesterday was back to normal. Kids are sleeping very well now again. And now today I'm just waiting for the teacher, and then I'm gonna start my normal day. Yesterday I got the kids a lot of new toys so they could entertain themselves at home, and it worked. They've been busy yesterday and then busy today. Of course, we don't go a lot around with what is going on. So yeah, happy with that. I'm just waiting. They should be here soon, and yeah, and then finally we're gonna get some breakfast. They coming home 9:15, so it's quite early. Um, for me to have a breakfast. I like to have a breakfast later on. So I'll wait for that. Then I'm gonna have breakfast and we're gonna start the day. I clean up the entire flat and still I'm gonna show that to them. I did allow that I allowed the kids to write on the wall because I knew I was gonna paint it this summer, and because he had such a high fever that he was making him miserable, and that made him busy for a long time. And he really likes drawing, and we do actually also do a lot of painting. He loves painting as well, so we have a lot of canvas that they just waste time to stuff on, and then after they paint for a while, I'm going on and just create my own artwork. This is, for example, something I did after 4 months. They were playing with this canvas. It has a lot of texture that I really love. And then when I thought, okay, I'm done with them playing with it, I just went over and painted myself, and I truly love this one. Honestly, I think it came out so beautiful. I still need to do the edges, but I'm waiting for them to be out of here so I can look at the texture. I can just paint the edges without risking them to ruin everything. Like, more drawing here, and I'm not showing you the room because now they are there. I'm not showing my kids. Yes, sticker everywhere as well. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys gonna think this is so weird to get a wall ruined like this. This was my 2-year-old. He's totally out of control, and this was my 5-year-old. So he really likes to drawing and such. Okay, visit done. There was a lot painless that I was expecting, and it was actually super quick. Like, okay, all this border for just a couple of minutes, but it's done, and I'm having breakfast going. This is basically almost the last few vegetables that I got left in the fridge, and it's just Thursday, so I don't know how I'm gonna survive until the end of the week. I guess I'm gonna somehow escape to get more veggie. I got some veggie for lunch, and I have one bag of mixed veggie in the freezer. I check everything because this is important. I'm a woman over 40 that is really trying to turn her life around, and honestly, changing the body is where you feel more easy to begin with. It's something that I can control a little bit better, especially now that I understand how to simply change high calorie food with low calorie food and still get some delicious meal and still feeling really full, so it doesn't feel like a sacrifice, it doesn't feel like a diet. You still fulfill yourself and your body, but you just have a low calorie food in there. For example, here I'm going now with this veggie to add 1 block of smoked tofu that is going to represent my protein. It's going to make me full, and I will add as my complex carbs a little bit of oat. So it's going to be like a savory oat, but I'm going to have a lower amount of complex carb, protein source, and a bigger amount of low calorie counting food. I'm not counting stuff, I'm not keeping an eye on anything. I just intuitively know what is the food that has a lower calorie and what is the food that has higher calorie, and I eat until I feel satisfied. I'm slowly releasing some weight. Slowly is the key word, but it's consistent and it's working for me, and I will give a bigger push during the summer because in a couple of weeks, 2.5, school closed. My kids are going to spend the summer with the grandparents, which means that I'm going to have many weeks to be me, myself, and I, and really organize my schedule as I want. I won't have any excuse to give up on myself. and that's the important thing for me. I will add a workout, proper workout, daily walk, and half a meal. I won't have crappy food around the house, so I won't be tempted as well, and I can meal prep and organize things a little much better. Hopefully this will allow me to create healthy habits that I can carry on while the kids are around. But I also know that I don't have to have a lot of expectation, because once the kids come back, then we have a schedule, stuff, and so on. And really, as long as I do my best, it's fine. I'm happy with that. If I have a cheat day here and there, if I have some sleepless night and I have to eat the entire fridge, that's fine. But then I know that the day after I'm gonna come back to my healthy routine, and it should be fine. Also, I wanna say the problem are not the kids. Of course, it makes everything more challenging. But if you have the right support around you, having kids, it's not what is gonna block you from having a healthy body, healthy habits, be able to work out and so on. But when the support around doesn't exist, then it's you dealing with everything. The level of stress can be higher, and the time at your disposal is simply shorter. So I don't want you to think like I don't like my kids or something like that. Absolutely not. I love my kids, and I'm so happy to spend so much time with them. But at the same time, it's just me taking care of everything, school stuff, sickness, shopping, like whatever it is, like it all fall on me. So of course, I tend to be more tired, more stressed out, and having less time to take care of myself, and less time to do workout and so on. But so far, this has been working incredibly, because my hunger has disappeared, especially lately that I had these two crazy cheat day. I've noticed the difference between me eating processed food and be hungry. Doesn't matter if I eat an entire pizza, an entire tub of ice cream, I will still be hungry after that. But if I eat this way, I am full 4 hours and I'm not even thinking about food. So this is something really to consider.